Hey, my name is Charlon, and today I'm going to show you how the 45-day training schedule works. The training schedule is aimed to basically improve, quote-unquote, your raw aim. It's not meant to be the sole training schedule, or the sole training plan for you, like, it'll improve you in every type of way. You still need to do other stuff. But this is one of the good things to create some consistency, and basically, create yourself a schedule. So first of all, it says the 15-minute warm-up, which is basically, what I basically aim to do is go to aim_bots. It's basically the way what I use for warm-up, and well, for this you want the warm-up. It's gonna be 15 minutes. This is gonna take about 2 hours in total. So you wanna first 15-minute warm-up. It's gonna take about 45 minutes the initial training, and then the 1 hour DM. It may take less if you have different kind of styles, because there are a few styles of trainings like burst training, intensive fast aim, and insane reflex, and I can't remember the other one. Also, you can find spraying and AWPing there, and I'll go into the details later on the video. So obviously, first of all, you wanna clearly, let me put the volume down. You wanna clearly, obviously first, basically go with the default. So basically, fix bots, so you get bots like this. Don't put the movement, just warming up, basically trying to aim for their heads. Flick from another head for another. Don't try to, also try to keep moving a while, This is basically to improve, warm your hand to eye coordination. So obviously in every sports you want to warm up before proper training, in football, in American football, I'm just gonna say like that. In ice hockey, in tennis, every sport you have to basically warm up before you do anything like training related stuff. So you do this for 15 minutes. You can add variables to this, like adding some speed, so they start strafing. Try to keep basically follow their head and one tap them, just to basically aim for their heads, flick from another head to another, and so forth. And I'm failing miserably. So when you've done 15 minutes of this, after that comes the main training part, which is basically, again, I gave training name CSGO Fixed, basically maybe the best map to do the main thing, because I like this map and it's basically visually nice, whatever. So this video is gonna be a bit cluster-ish, because I'm just gonna make this quick. I don't wanna explain it too hard, and so forth. So we're gonna jump onto training aim _CSGO _fixed, whatever, and we're gonna do now, let's say, the single taps, which is the first day usually. It's done every other day, so first, third, fifth, and so forth. It's every second day. You'll also notice that the in the spreadsheet you'll find basically a tracking thing. You can track your how you're coping for, how are you doing from yesterday or last time you did stuff. So it has basically clock, P250, 5.7, and then with the rifles it has AK, M4, A4, and Galil. I'm just gonna do with a clock quickly. So you have size 8R, color 1. Actually, you don't need to change it. Amount 100, delay 0.25 and 0.5. Actually, no, 0.0. Sorry. Yeah, like so. 0.5 and 0.0. So just gonna come to the second plat and basically try to hit all of them and so forth. I'm not gonna try. It's 9. It's almost 3 in the morning, so I'm not gonna try. So you have 5 times with all weapons. That's why it's gonna take a while. So I have 5 times with a clock. Then you're gonna change to a P250, and you do it again the 5 times. Then you have 5.7, AK, M4, and the Galil. And after that you've done, you're just gonna, actually after that it's basically 1 hour deathmatch. It's up to you how you want to do your deathmatch, if you want to do single, headshot only, and so forth. Then we have burst training, which is basically the second part of it. I need to actually now cheat a bit and check from my Google Drive how it's done. So here we have burst training in an example. This is one of the things too. And it has a FAMAS, M4A1S, UMP with instead of UMP you don't have any SMG. M4A4, AK-47 and Galil. So let's have an AK here. So you basically have again size 10R, shots to kill 7, delay is gonna be 0.5 and 1.25 is that. So that's your thing, you know. Level 2 again, but now you wanna have SV show impacts too, so you can see where you're how you're spraying. So again, you're gonna start this. You try to spray them down. It might feel impossible. Actually, it is trying to. If you don't do it with that, you can always, you know, decrease the difficulty for some reason. Maybe like 6. Like so. This is basically to improve, like, when you spray from an enemy to another. Like, you have to quickly, you know, spray and end the spray and another enemy pops out. And so forth. Now, next one is the insane reflex training, which is similar to the single tabs, but it has all the same guns. You know, size 10R, amount 100, but this is much faster. Basically 1.25. Let me put show impacts to 0 and 25. This is basically the faster version, and you know you're gonna have again. Basically, you have to always try to get to the middle. It's just basically flick training. Might seem impossible. You might. I was able to do like 20s in the end of like this practice training. Not anymore. I haven't done this in months, so I have this shit and I'm watching it currently. Then we have intensive faster aiming there, which basically is a bit different. So you know intensive fast aiming, it's here, you know, target respawn time 0.5, size 12R actually to start with. You can see it reads there. And again from level 2. So you start it, basically your main thing is to, you know, you all know what this does. But it reads the next level. Oops, accidentally pressed that. It says the next size in at 300. So when you pass 300, like, you know, in score, you're gonna switch the size to 10R for that specific gun. Let's say you did it with clock, like 375 in the first time. You're gonna go next time with a size 10R. So next time it's gonna be a bit, you know, smaller. And let's say again, I'm gonna go to 8R next. Now it's 5R. But until you can't basically do that, and so forth. It's meant to be done with every gun once when you have this, but you're supposed to do it until the end. So when you hit 300, keep going until you finish it. So you can hit like 1000 easily, and so forth. Then we have spraying, which is pretty much similar as to burst training. You just, you know, train your spraying pattern. You gotta spray the whole magazine into the wall with a rifle FAMAS, M4 and M4A1S, and so forth. Then there's the AWPing page. I am not an AWPer, so it's hard for me to say what it is really. But it's basically for AWPing. Again, classic mode. So it's basically what I've heard for flicks. So shots till 1, amount delay is 1, duration is 1, amount is 50, and this is gonna take a bit of a while. So you're gonna go to level 4, and you're gonna basically flick training, I could say. As I'm not an AWPer, and I'm a global elite, I have to miss all of this. And so forth. There's that. Then there's a pure rifle training. It's similar to the spraying thing, and yeah, the spraying thing is not done every day, and the AWP training is done a few of the days. You know, every time it says like the cross check on the AWPing and so forth, you're supposed to be doing that. Now, after that, you're basically done with it. Now go ahead and join some DM and so forth. The main thing for this is to create you a basic schedule, so you are able to basically have some consistency. It's same with any sport, as I said. If you do training every day, like let's say 2 hours of football practice, you try to you bound juggling around, dribbling, juggling, everything with the ball, you'll be better when you keep doing it every day. It's a consistent schedule, so you're gonna be better with that. And so yeah, I hope this is gonna somewhat clear it for everyone. It's gonna take about 45 days to take this. It's meant to do every day, but if you don't have the motivation, don't push yourself. Obviously, you should never push yourself. Like, you should never ever force yourself. Try to make something if you're not mentally and physically ready. Hope you all enjoyed this and it cleared it. Thank you.